I know it's been a few weeks, but Party City has released their newest lineup of animatronics for this year, and wow, I'm very interested. Many different themes and ideas have been presented to us this year, ranging from circus themes to underwater themes, and even an inflatable which I would, with no hesitation, purchase if I had the money. So it's better late than never. Today I will be looking at the new lineup of animatronics for this year, giving my personal opinion and just sort of adding extra things on, like teasing them for their appearance, basically. Now I should just say before we start, like the Spirit Halloween video, this may not be the full lineup, it may be the full lineup. Either way, this video may or may not be outdated, so just keep that in mind while watching. But before we enter today's video, just one thing I would like all of you to do: like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to see more videos like this. Let's stop baffling, let's stop yapping, let's get to the action. We're going to start off here with two props which I personally really like the most out of the other parts of the lineup this year. These are Rattles the groundbreaking skeleton and Embers the pumpkin skeleton. Now I'm going to cover both of these at once because they're sort of the same, but they have the same setup, they have the same build, sort of. One has a skeleton head, one has a pumpkin head. Again, they're quite similar. They have a price difference. Rattles is $300, while the pumpkin skeleton, Embers, is $220 USD. I'm not sure why the price difference is there. I actually expected Embers to cost a bit more, considering he has that black light reflection he comes with as well. But regardless, these guys are static. Rattles is 5.3 feet tall, while Embers is 4 feet tall. Both look great. They both look excellent. Great to put at your front yard to really get people in, because they're so big and they're so thick. Oh yes, they're thick. That's why I love them. Nothing wrong with a classic pumpkin monster and a giant skeleton coming out of the ground. I love it. Moving on. Next, we have the 6.5 foot tall Art the Clown from the Terrifier movie franchise. First impressions I have, I like his movements. It really reminds me actually of those old Gemmy props back from like the 2000s with like the movement of the hip and the head. I don't really know how to feel about the sounds that he makes. But still, I mean, this is a great prop regardless. There's not much else for me to really say other than he looks good. He looks sort of close to the original IP. I do like his movements a whole lot. And I like the fact that he also comes with the additional glasses, which he also wears in the movie. I don't really watch those movies, but I heard they're pretty good, and they have those sunglasses in them, so that's a +1 for Party City there. Well done. $250. You could sort of see why it's $250. It is licensed after all. That is Art the Clown. Let's see what's next. Now we have Dr. Payne the Fire Eater, and do I want to eat him? Do I want to buy him? So this guy is new for this year, like a lot of these other props, but he is one of the tallest ones that you could get. So this, along with another one which we'll show off in just a second, is coming in at 9.7 foot tall, close to 10 foot. Yep, that's another one. He spits fire and actually creates this effect of the fire spitting through a fog machine. So the fog goes through his mouth, through his throat, and there's actually a light inside which creates that amber light, making it seem like he's actually spitting the fire. His arm moves to make it look like the fire is being lit by the fog. Quite tall. His attire kind of reminds me of the Rotten Ringmaster. Great prop, by the way. He's $325, which is... Yeah, it's fine, I guess. He is about 10 foot tall nearly, so that, and you add fog to him and he moves and everything, you know. Like many of the other circus props this year, which I've already covered and will cover eventually, I would get him if I were doing a circus theme, which I don't really do clowns. This is because I want to avoid the image of myself being reflected in my videos. Anyway, Dr. Payne, cool prop, spits fire, is dragon. 11 bananas out of 5 apples. Up now we have Cthulhu The Watcher. Now, I know there are some people that may be watching this video who have a strange, how do I put this, fascination with beings that have tentacles. I'm just letting you know now. Stop. Stop it. Find God. Anyway, so Cthulhu is quite cool in the fact that he is a 9-foot animatronic, but it sort of makes sense because Cthulhu in the actual H.P. Lovecraft story is like huge, bigger than Godzilla. It kind of makes sense for him to be 9 foot. Detail-wise, he is awesome. We don't really see a lot of props, like ever, in retail, with tentacles and all the other features that he has. From seeing the video, he speaks. He also has a lantern which lights up, which is also connected to the arm that moves from side to side. His eyes light up, and his wings move as well, which is also pretty awesome. He is $400. That's justified, actually, because the size of him makes sense for that price. As personally, I would go for him. I would definitely try and get him if I could. The next animatronic we're going to have a look at is the Contaminated Kit, or the two-headed goat, rather. This is an animatronic, 4 foot tall in height, but that doesn't take away from its creepiness. I do think this prop is a bit creepy. Goats, for some reason, tend to strike a chord with me. I do like the demonic Satanist sort of approach that they put into this one. Obviously, the 2 heads on it really make a difference compared to if it was just like one. So it's practically 2 props in one, if you look at it one way or the other. It's another prop as well, which actually allows a fog machine to be connected to it, which produces a breath effect from both mouths of the 2 heads. I will say the cloth and the fabric could be better. I mean, he's just got like a random piece of red fabric going around the 2 necks, so that's on there just to, I guess, I don't know. But beside that, he is good. I do like him. I would recommend. $275. Yeah, I see it. Moving on. Next up, we have another Terrifier character. This one is the Little Pale Girl. Again, I don't really have much to say about it because I don't really follow the movies. I don't watch them, I'll be honest. So I think she's creepy. I think she's really well built and I'd be intimidated. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say. Before we get to the final animatronic worth mentioning in this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to the inflatable Beetlejuice. Now, I don't really touch on inflatables much on this channel. Well, not yet. But I gotta admit, I am actually pretty impressed by the size of this thing. Not to mention, apparently the top part, the carousel, actually rotates. So that's pretty cool. I won't spend too much time on this thing, but I will shout it out because I think it's pretty awesome. The final animatronic we're going to have a yarn about in this video is the teddy bear skill crane. And this thing is awesome. I love everything about it. I love that it looks like an actual skill crane game. The claw at the top moves. The teddy bear that's hidden really well, by the way, underneath all the balls in the ball pit. And the fact that it's just an effective jump scare. I will say, in the animatronic lineup, this is probably my favorite. I would buy this, no questions asked, out of all the others, which is a bold statement, but that's how much I think of this. I think it's brilliant. I think there should be more skill crane or just like mini game vending machine animatronics out there to buy in retail. Definitely would promote it to a senior advisor, vice president role if I owned a company. 9 out of minus 10. Yep. And that is going to do it for today's video on Party City. If you enjoyed it, please don't hesitate. Give it a like, share it around with your friends or family or co-worker or co-partner in crime, whatever it may be. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content and would like to see more. And make sure you hit the bell because that means you will get notified when I next upload. Don't forget to leave a comment on anything that I've said. Have I said something mean to any of the robots? Have I said something funny to the robots? Tell me in the comments below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Oh, and I forgot to include hacking Heidi. Yeah, she's not really, yeah, I'd rather not, actually.